How do you not get stuck in wallowing and have a pity party? All right, this is a great question because sometimes you freaking do, right? Because if you do, you do. Don't try to not wallow if you're wallowing and you're like, oh, I'm doing it. Just embrace that you're wallowing. Okay. I'm wallowing in this space where I feel completely pathetic and hopeless, and I love it. I love myself fully. And sometimes I'll do this visual where I'll embrace it way, way out. I'll put my arms way, way out like a big circle and I'll embrace all the shit. Wallowing, hopelessness, helplessness. Oh, this just feels so bad. I can't even bear it. Put my arms around the whole thing. And then I bring it toward me. I bring my hands right into my heart. And I put all of that in this infinite space of love that I am. What would it take for me to cultivate the infinite space of I accept all that is as it is? I accept what I am as I am. Because yes, I know I'm an infinite being. I'm ultimately free. My true nature is abundance, blah, 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 blah. But in this moment, I am not experiencing that. In this moment, I'm experiencing that's bullshit. I'm limited and it sucks. Okay. So I don't have to solve that. This is the big, big problem we get stuck in, is like I'm trying to solve it from the consciousness where the problem lies. So if I remember for myself, like yesterday, I had a really hard day. My daughter said something, it triggered me like nobody's business in a really surprising way because it was over like oatmeal. And I was pissed and I was so like, and I carried this, even though I knew, whoa, there's something big that's triggering me. It's obviously not about the oatmeal. Whatever this is, I embrace it as it is. And all day it was up. So I didn't make it, I'm doing it wrong. Why didn't it go away? I didn't make it anything other than like, whoa, this really is big. It's still up. It's so intense. It's so heavy. It feels kind of overwhelming. It's kind of uncomfortable. But the awareness I had was, oh, this is another layer of stuff I've had with my mom that my daughter is showing me. My relationship with my daughter is showing me because it's transmuting, because that crusty whatever layer I'm carrying is releasing. Amen, amen. Thank God, yes to that. Whatever is releasing so that I show up more whole as the love that I truly am. I adore my daughter, but that's not what I was feeling in that moment. I was like, so I wanted to fight her, So how can I show up to what is, even though I don't like it and it's uncomfortable? That's my example. I showed up willing to feel shitty and really heavy, but not making it wrong. And even letting myself have some insight into the higher purpose of what's actually happening here, because that gave me a whole lot more willingness to sit with it. And by the end of the day, I felt amazing and had one of the most awesome evenings with my husband ever, and talked. And I felt I am in a deeper space of compassion as a result for having moved through the energies I moved through today. It was not fun. It was not comfortable. It was freaking painful. But there was willingness, and I met it with that willingness. So the energy moved when it moved, right? I didn't have to judge myself. It didn't move in 10 minutes. I didn't have to judge myself that it was, almost 10 hours. Doesn't matter, because what was moving was big, and it's worth it to allow that presence to come through so that I'm a person of greater depth and compassion, greater presence and compassion. And that's really like the whole point.